All right, today we are diving into something that's, frankly, a critical piece of crypto security: social recovery wallets. These things are designed to solve a huge fundamental problem that, as well, haunted crypto users from the very beginning. So let's get into how they work.
Just imagine this for a second. You've done everything right. You've invested, you've held on, you really believe in your assets, but then you misplace one single piece of paper or a hard drive just gives up. In the world of crypto, that one tiny mistake can mean everything is gone forever. It's a fear I think every single one of us has felt at some point.
And this isn't just some made-up scary story. This number, this represents the unbelievable scale of the problem. Some estimates suggest that a full 20% of all Bitcoin, we're talking hundreds of billions of dollars today, is just locked away, completely inaccessible, forever.
So what's the reason for this massive digital graveyard? Well, the culprit is something we've all been taught to guard with our lives: the seed phrase. You know, that string of 12 or 24 words? It's supposed to be the master key to your digital life, but it turns out it's also an incredibly fragile foundation to build your security on.
And that really gets to the heart of the issue, doesn't it? The entire seeds phrase system creates what security experts call a catastrophic single point of failure. And you can see the difference laid out right here. With the traditional wallet, your entire security model is that one single key. If you fail, the consequence is permanent loss. Game over. Social recovery just completely flips that script. It's a model based on distributed trust, which means you can actually recover. It's resilient. Look, we can't really talk about this without bringing up Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin. He's been a huge advocate for this new way of thinking. And he points out something so simple but so true. This old system is basically designed to work against our own human nature. We're just not built to perfectly remember or protect a random string of words for our entire lives.
So, if the old way is so fundamentally flawed, what's the fix? Well, this brings us right to the core of today's explainer: social recovery.
At its heart, a social recovery wallet is what's known as a smart contract wallet. That just means it's controlled by code on the blockchain, not just one private key. This code lets you pick a set of guardians. Now, this is super important. Guardians can't touch your funds. They can't spend your money. Their only power is to help you prove who you are so you can get your account back if you're ever locked out.
The main idea here is it's actually pretty simple, but it is revolutionary. You're shifting your security from relying on one fragile little secret to a distributed network of trust. You're leveraging something that we humans are actually pretty good at: building and maintaining relationships.
Okay, so how does this social safety net actually work in practice? Let's get into the mechanics.
It really comes down to two main parts. First, you've got your signing key. This is the key that's on your phone or your computer, the one you use for everyday transactions. It's convenient, but it's also the most likely to get lost or compromised. And then you have your guardians. They don't have a key, but if a majority of them act together, they have the collective power to approve a change to your signing key.
The recovery process itself is surprisingly simple. So let's say disaster strikes. You lose your phone. You'd get a new phone, start the recovery process in the app, and then you just reach out to your guardians. They'd visit a secure website, confirm that it's really you, and click Approve. Once enough of them, a majority, do that, the smart contract automatically gives your new phone a new signing key, and boom, you're back in control.
And here's where it gets really powerful: the flexibility. A guardian doesn't even have to be a person. It could be your hardware wallet stashed in a safe. It could be your laptop. It could be a close friend or a family member. You could even use a trusted company. The real pro move here is to pick a diverse group from different areas of your life to make it as secure as possible.
But I know what you're thinking. What about collusion? What if my guardians team up against me? It's a fair question, and Vitalik actually addressed it perfectly. The challenge for an attacker isn't just hacking one person. It's finding and compromising a majority of your guardians, people who probably don't even know each other, and getting them all to agree to steal from you, all without you noticing. It's a much, much harder puzzle for a thief to solve.
Now, I want to be clear, this isn't some futuristic tech we're hoping for one day. This is live, right now, securing billions of dollars in assets as we speak.
You can see a whole ecosystem is popping up around this tech. But two of the biggest names really leading the charge are Argent and Safe. Argent is all about making user-friendly mobile wallets for everybody, while Safe is kind of the go-to for DAOs and big institutions that need to secure massive treasuries. Both of them have proven that this model works, and it works at scale.
And yeah, the numbers really speak for themselves.
You can see right here, platforms like Argent are securing over $1 billion. Safe is securing billions more. And with millions of users across these platforms, this is a truly battle-tested technology. It's trusted by everyday people and major organizations.
All right, so as we start to bring it all home, let's just nail down the key takeaways and why this really matters for you.
To just sum it all up, Social Recovery is an absolute game changer because it finally solves crypto's biggest security and usability problem. It gets rid of that terrifying single point of failure, it leans into one of our greatest human strengths, our relationships, and it finally makes self-custody safe enough for, well, everyone.
You know, maybe the best way to think about it is this. You no longer have to be the lone soldier defending your castle. With Social Recovery, it's like you have a trusted rescue team on standby, 24/7, ready to help you get back in if you ever lose your keys. And I want to leave you with this final thought. For so long, crypto security has been all about how well you can keep a secret. Social Recovery completely changes the question. Now it's about the strength and the diversity of your trusted network. So you have to ask yourself, is your crypto as secure as your relationships?